Welcome back to Sunrise. Today we've got Comrade Issa Aremu here with us. He's a NEC member of NLC and a member of the National Institute of Nigeria. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Tumbali.
About this Paris Club reform, we just heard from Kwara how they said, look, this money is, they had previous discussions, even though we're not able to find out if they're expecting more payments from the government on this particular one. But like he states, they already discussed this, they knew what was coming, it's already appropriated in the budget, and so in the state budget. So it's natural that it will go to where they had already programmed or scheduled that it was going to go for. But the protests and reports that we see, how are your members reacting? On what basis are some of them protesting?
Yeah, I mean, the basis for protest is clear. It's an open knowledge that even as after almost 3 bailouts, effectively for the state now, totaling close to almost about 1.5 trillion naira. That's what the federal government has given out to some of the states, to pay workers' salaries. Close to almost 12 states are still owing salaries. Could give, for instance, as much as 11 months salary arrears. On the average, on the minimum, these 12 states, some of them hold close to 6 months arrears. We're not talking of series of allowances that have not been paid. So I think we have a serious crisis of compensation in this country, and it also about inequality. This is the same country in which civil rights advocacy group like SERAP, socioeconomic rights group, had raised the alarm that some former governors are collecting double pay, double allowances. In fact, the SERAP called for a refund of close to 40 billion naira. So few governors, ex-governors are collecting so much pay, double pay. Then you have millions of workers who cannot even earn their legitimate earnings on a monthly basis. So, I mean, you are asking about what's the legitimate basis? I mean, your own salary. First, even if they pay these salaries as a when due, they're just not enough. Official inflation rate is about 16% now. Cost of living has gone up. And yet you owe salary for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's completely unacceptable. And let me also put this point. I listened to our corridor very well. We've really gone down. You see, there's no way we can talk of economic recovery, getting out of recession with poorly, miserably paid workforce. I mean, the greatest factor of production for any economy like ours is labor. You need to pay them as a when. You also watch your tape earlier on, 80-year-old, pensioner, chief, the spokesman for the NUP agonizing over pension pay. Even under colonial times, our founding fathers, I'm talking of our parents who are working there, were asking for more pay. They are not talking of non-payment of salaries and pensions. Now, 2019 Federal Republic of Nigeria, it took a labor-friendly federal government, and I want to commend the President Buhari administration for thinking outside the box. Because if we are going with the logic of federalism, why will federal government be bailing out the states? But first bailout, second bailout, now you have Paris Club, and then, we're having academic analysis that it has been in your budget. Now, the federal government made it clear in the discussion that 70% of this new Paris Club should go directly to clear the backlog of salaries. In fact, and we want to even say it should be 100%. Because you can't go into other, funding when you have a lot of areas in terms of your workers. And I listened to him very well. He's talking of infrastructure. What infrastructure can you drive without working men and women? And we should also be academic to say you pay cost civil servant, only local government. No, governors have to know that they are not just employers of labor. They are enforcers of Nigerian labor laws. In fact, they are supposed to make sure that private sectors in their states pay as and when due. But you can't do so when you are saying, we only pay your civil servant, local governments. Are they local governments? Are they from Ghana? Are they from Afghanistan? They are local governments of your states. Now, if the federal government can think outside the box to bail you the states out, states you also do similar things for local government. And for me, it's really, these states, we know that they run on their salaries economy. Workers' pay is simply to buy basic goods and services, rent, food. Those are the things that turn the economy around. I just read the CBN report that one of the key ways to reinflate the economy is to improve on effective demand. And the only effective demand you can do so is through payment of salaries of the working people. So even they are also undermining their own economic recovery if they don't pay the workers. You know, and so I think there is issue of principle and also constitutionality. Chapter 2 of the Constitution of Nigeria, 1999, with all its limitations, it's clear that the primary purpose of governance policy will be directed towards ensuring adequate, security, welfare of citizens, which will be expressed in form of living wage. You see, we talk of living wage. It's not. It's already assumed that wage will be paid, including living pensions.
If I could get you
so
correctly.
It's unconstitutional. And we have that any governor that couldn't pay.
Let me get your point.
Business to be in office.
Concerning Kwara, you're saying that it is not right for them to say that those monies, having had previous discussions with the ministry or the federal government about how much was coming, it's not right for Kwara State to actually factor that money into their budget for other expenses. Is that your point?
No, Chamberlain, it's not just Kwara. It's the
general, he is the one who will have heard.
I'm saying it's the general state malaise. It's bad enough that you hold salaries for whatever reason. Thou shalt pay any working man and woman who has worked for you. Even the biblical injunctions are clear. Quranic injunctions are clear. You don't keep wages of work. So now it's worse now that you couldn't pay, and then you have federal government giving you first bailout, second bailout, and then you are academic about it to say it's already your budget. First, your budget must make sure you pay your workers as and when due. And it's also clear in their discussion, he didn't deny, Akorede, very good brother of mine, he didn't deny that they had that discussion with the government to 70% of your pay. You had the understanding on that. Should go, federal government says so, should go to clear the backlog of arrears. And for me, you see, I thought they should learn from the labor-friendly posturing of the federal government. And that brings me to the debate we are doing on restructuring. We've been so romantic about the need to restructure Nigeria, allow the state to have all the power, even have the police. You can see the states now that they can't even pay. They need the federal intervention, for them to pay. And after the money has been paid, they do what they want to do with it. I just watched Governor Yabelo yesterday, and I'm disappointed in him. He's busy sacking workers. Not only that, it's banning the unions. You have not banned their problems. You've not paid them. Lecturers, first, you should know that.
I think part of that report say after they had paid or met certain agreements, the lecturers refused to go back to work.
Before, in his own word, we have not heard from the workers. In his own, he said 90%. He hasn't paid fully. And secondly, labor is on the exclusive list. No, listen to me.
So you want 100%, not 90%?
No, of course you should. His own salary, is he getting less than?